The club mission is we provide supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. We do ask that you refrain from topics while speaking, such as based on religion or politics. And with that, please welcome to the lectern, the president for Athena International Toastmasters. The lectern is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Amy. Good evening, esteemed Toastmasters, honored guests, and fellow members. Welcome to Athena International Toastmasters Club. As the president of this club, I'm delighted to call this gathering to order. Tonight, we have a wonderful opportunity to come together for this special occasion and the last meeting this term and the installation of the new executive committee. So I invite you all to fully engage in tonight's meeting and to stay tuned, embrace the challenges, opportunities that lie ahead, and make the most of this valuable experience. Let us approach each segment of the meeting with enthusiasm, support one another. Now, let me call on our guests. Oh, first, I would like to call on our guest before I call the Toastmaster of the day. I'm sorry, I've almost forgotten about that. So do we have guests here tonight, or we are all members? Anyone can see?
All members.
All members, right? So I suppose we can we can skip that, right? So okay. So without further ado, let us begin this evening program and create yet another memorable and impactful Toastmasters meeting by introducing our Toastmaster of today. She is a primary school teacher by profession. Shaheela is a person of many passions. As an avid Netflix enthusiast, she loves immersing herself in captivating stories. Singing songs bring her joy and serves as a creative outlet. Her curiosity knows no bound as she constantly seeks to explore new things. But above all, Shaheela is a devoted fan of cricket. The game's excitement, strategic depth, and team spirit captivate her in both work and personal life. She approaches every task with unwavering passion. Shaheela embraces life with a fearless and determined attitude. Despite facing hardships, she never gives up. Her motto is simple yet powerful. Face challenges with courage and emerge stronger. Let's all welcome Shaheela as she embarks on this new possibilities and adventures. Shaheela, the stage is yours.
Thank you, President, for the wonderful introduction. Life triggers us a lot, but what would be the best option? Is it to give up or keep moving forward? Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So I hope the answer would have popped in your mind right now, which is keep moving forward. No, what people will say, what is this keep moving forward? It means that you are willing to continue during times great difficulties. It also implies that you keep fighting until the obstacles, no matter how huge, and you overcome it. Also, life is like riding a bicycle. We need to keep our balance and keep moving. I know many of us are fearless warriors here, and no matter what, we keep moving forward. So I would like to raise this question. How did this keep moving forward impact into your life? I would raise this question to our DTM Grace. How did this help you? How did this term keep moving forward help in your life? The virtual screen is yours.
Oh, all the time, every minute of my life, because I do believe that whatever I do and put my mind into, it's always about keep moving. So whether you're problematic or you're happy or unhappy, just keep going. So that's how I put it.
Thank you so much, DTM Grace, for sharing your thoughts. So today's meeting is going to be a fully roller coaster, keep moving forward meeting, where we are going to have our regular meeting plus the new XCOM installation. So to run today's meeting, we have a wonderful set of energetic role players, which is the timer, our counter, and grammarian. Let me first introduce our timer for today's meeting. Our timer for today's meeting is Toastmaster Diana. Toastmaster Diana is a mother of 2 wonderful kids and also a hairstylist for the past 18 years. She loves cooking, reading, travel, and she lives in Texas, USA. She joined Toastmasters in 2022 September. Toastmaster Diana, could you please explain your role?
Sorry, I think you're mistaken. It's Hannah the timer. I am the accounter.
Oh, no, I'm starting from the counter.
Oh, okay. But I heard you say the timer, that's why.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Good morning, ladies and fellow and Toastmasters. Today I am the accounter, and the purpose of the accounter is to note any overused words or fillers, sounds used as grudge by anyone who speaks in the meeting. Word may be inappropriate interjections such as and, well, but, so, and you know. Sounds may be as an accounter. This is my role for today. Back to you, Shaheela.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Diana. Now let's move on to our timer. Our timer for today's meeting is Toastmaster Hannah. Toastmaster Hannah currently working as a digital marketing assistant and also enjoys singing, dancing, and her life motto is count your life not by years, but by your blessings. Toastmaster Hannah, the virtual screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shaheela. Good evening or morning or noon, wherever you are, everyone, fellow Toastmasters. My name is Hannah, and I'll be the timer for today. So my role for today is that I will be in charge of counting the duration from one session to another. Before we start any of it, I will explain a little of what will be happening during each sessions. So if you can see on the very bottom of the flyer, there's Project P1, which is the icebreaker. There are timings. When it hits 4 minutes, I will be putting on the green background. And when it's amber, 5 minutes, I'll put an amber background. And when it hits 6 minutes, it'll be the warning, which is the red light. And when we move on to any Project P2 to P10 sessions, it'll be 5 to 7 minutes. I'll be putting on the green background at 5 minutes, putting on the amber background at 6 minutes, and red background is the last warning for the session at 7 minutes. Project P10 and electives will be from 8 to 10 minutes, turning on green background at 8 minutes, amber at 9 minutes, and red at 10 minutes. For the table topics, it'll be 1 to 2 minutes. I'll be putting on green background at 1 minute, amber background at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red background at 2 minutes. And for the evaluation, it'll be 2 to 3 minutes duration, putting on green background at 2 minutes, amber at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, red background at 3 minutes. That's all from me today, and thank you very much. Back to you, Toastmaster Shaheela.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hannah. Our next role player is our grammarian. Our grammarian for today's meeting is Toastmaster Amina, mom of 2 teenage, working full-time as a business analyst at Qatar Foundation, and been living in Qatar for the past 15 years, and joined Toastmasters in October 2022. Improving her leadership, communication skills, and aspire to be accomplished as a legendary distinguished Toastmaster someday. Toastmaster Amina, could you please explain your role?
Good evening, Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I will take note of any improper language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word of the day is persevere. It means to continue making an effort to do or achieve something, even when this is difficult or takes a long time. An example of using this word is, if you persevere long enough and work hard enough, you will eventually succeed. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day, especially since I have kept it in line with the theme. I will give the grammarian's report when called upon during the meeting and also report on the usage of the word of the day. Over to you, Toastmaster Shaheela. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amina. So without further delay, let's move on to our first speaker. We have only one prepared speech in today's meeting. So our first speaker for tonight's meeting is Toastmaster Gilda Schlau. Toastmaster Gilda Schlau will be doing her Dynamic Leadership Pathway Level 1, Project 2. Toastmaster Gilda joined Toastmasters in 2003. So in 2003, a charter member of Athena International, Toastmasters online club since 2021, served as a Sergeant-at-Arms, Secretary, Treasurer. Online meetings gave her the chance to attend many meetings at other clubs. She joined Toastmasters Education Club in 2022. Moving forward is living. A pause once in a while is needed to assess our opinions. To evaluate her speech, we have another veteran Toastmaster, DTM Amy Anne Fischer. DTM Amy, could you please explain the speech objectives?
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Yes, her purpose of this speech today is to review basic methods of writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, DTM Amy. Toastmaster Gilda Schlau. Happen for the best. Happen for the best. Toastmaster Gilda Schlau. The virtual screen is yours. You are muted.
We learn how to identify our communication style in Toastmasters. We speak, we write speeches, we deliver them, we learn how to identify the style. True? False? How? Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, good evening. The first 14 years of my life, I was moving countries with my parents and my older sister. To my parents, moving was finding, discovering new places, meeting new people, getting better income to provide for themselves and for their children. To us, to my sister and myself, moving meant leaving our friends behind, our pets behind, moving, leaving our valuable things, our school project behind. Part of our self-esteem was left behind. Moving to us had a negative emotional impact. Later in life, I discovered it wasn't the move that caused the emotional distress. It was the way my parents communicated the move to us. We only knew about the move, and I mean my sister and I. We only knew about the moves 3 to 4 days prior to the plane ride. And when I asked my mom, why is she doing that? She said, Gilda, you were too young to understand or to get involved in this big issue. We wanted you to keep your regular daily routine, keep your lifestyle, and not worry about anything. Your dad and I wanted to provide you and your sister everything on a silver platter. I took all that and I kept my emotion inside me and I put a lid on it and never talked about my childhood, not to anybody, my close friends, even my husband and my 2 sons, for a very long time. As a mother, I was the best provider for my kids. I gave them what they need and what they don't need, what they wish for, what they don't wish for, on a silver platter. I learned from the best. That's the only way I was able to communicate. I only gave them what I had. Years later, my husband decided that he will start moving around from one country to the other, following his career. And with every move, that feeling of vacancy in my soul used to come back to me. The second move was the worst to me. I left a country that I called the Queen of Yoga. Yoga became my everything in my life. It was a relief without speaking. Leaving that behind was very damaging to me. I arrived to this country, I take up yoga, and I meet a person who invited me to a Toastmasters meeting. I did go to the meeting. I never thought I will be able to be a Toastmaster because I'm a person who says yes, no, black, white, and no communication. I joined the Toastmasters club, and it was time to deliver my first ice speaker. I had more tears coming down my face than words came out of my mouth. But I heard myself talk, and all of a sudden, that lid was lifted from my soul, and I saw all my emotions like stars, happy stars, sad, angry, achievement, all kind of stars coming out and getting organized. I even realized that the time of that my childhood where I put a lid on, it was a happy time. I had many pleasant occasions through that. That icebreaker did the magic. I started communicating. I had to pick and choose speeches from under here and deliver. I learned my styles of communication, and I learned many styles, and I use that style with every group at the right time. I encourage all new Toastmasters to deliver your icebreaker. as soon as possible. You deliver your icebreaker. You lift that lid of emotion from yourself, and you see all the stars flowing around, and you will see your feelings and emotion organized, and you could pick from every emotion a story to tell for everybody at all the time, and will be speaking with a smile on your face, no matter how sad the event was or how happy was. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Let us give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Gilda. Indeed, yes, no matter what happens in life, we need to always keep a smile on our face and keep moving forward. And also, we grace the presence of our division director, Toastmaster Shervin, and also Toastmaster Sampath Samarasekara. Welcome to today's Athena International Club meeting. So before we move on to our second segment of today's meeting, I would like to raise this riddle. Let's see who will be the lucky winner to answer it. Never stopping and always moving forward. You cannot see, taste, smell, hear, or touch me. Yet you can feel my efforts. What am I? Let me repeat it again. Never stopping and always moving forward. You cannot see, taste, smell, hear, or touch me. Yet you can feel my efforts. What am I?
Time.
Let us give a big round of applause to our Toastmaster Gilda Shah. Okay, so always remember, life may trigger you in different ways, but never give up, keep moving forward. So let's move on to our second segment, the interesting segment where many of our audios, videos, everything will be shut down. Anyways, to conduct this second session, which is the table topics, I have another talented and wonderful Toastmaster, Toastmaster Lariana Rose, a Toastmaster who loves seeing things around her in different colors and wants to ride the different roller coasters of life with her friends and family. She feels that sometimes we move forward in our lives too fast, forgetting that we don't have rewind button. We have to think about it. So with a big round of applause, help me to welcome our table topic master, Toastmaster Lariana Rose. The virtual screen is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shaheela. So now we are here in this very competitive yet very scary environment, the table topics. And now let's go about how it will work. I will display the topic on the screen through a PPT. And once you are ready and comfortable to speak upon, you may begin the topic. And the timing guidelines are 1 minute, the virtual background will turn green, 1 minute 30 seconds, yellow, 2 minutes, and until the speaker ends the speech, it will be red. And don't worry, the topics are very easy and there is no right or wrong answer in this. It's not school, so feel free to talk from your heart. And to make it a very nice and twisty session, I decided that I will be the first person to choose the speaker. And then that speaker will choose the next speaker. So if anybody wants to get revenge today, today is your best time. I'm telling you. And everybody else who feels like they're going to get revenge, please make sure to either hide by camera or by audio. But still also, just be careful. So let's see. I will pick up our first speaker. Our first speaker, Toastmaster Trixie. Are you ready?
Of course I'm ready.
All right. I will share my screen. Is the screen visible? Okay,
Screen check. Yes, it's visible.
all right. So we have the word forward, and each letter represents a table topic. So choose a letter.
I choose the letter A.
A, all right. Have heart in things you do. You don't always need a second or third opinion for your every last decision you make. I repeat, have heart in the things you do. You don't always need a second or third opinion for every last decision you make. The virtual screen is all yours.
Table topic master and fellow Toastmasters, good evening. Ever since I was in college, I have always believed to follow my heart. Following my heart gives me the instinct that I am on the right track. Although sometimes I would need advices from the people that I trust, but most of the time my manifestation comes from my heart, in where I would always see it as something that I should always follow, do what I believe, and the rest would, I think, I always say that if it's meant to be, it will be. So I follow my heart. If it comes to me, it means it's meant. If it's not, then there is something better waiting for me. That's how I look at it. So yes, same thing that I would like to advise to all the ladies in here. Make sure to follow your heart, because 100% that is where it's leading, whatever you manifest to yourself. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Trixie. Now you may choose our next victim over here.
Our next victim, let me see. Who among here doesn't have a Lucy? Are you there? Can Lucy do the next one?
Yes, I'm here, but I'm not sure if you can hear me. I'm commuting right now, so
We can hear you.
maybe
We can
yes,
hear
you can hear me.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm commuting right now, so I would like to skip it this time. Maybe next one. Thank you.
Okay, no worries. Let me choose another one. Would our GE, DTM Grace, be glad to be the next one?
I really would like to give this opportunity because I'll be talking a lot
Oh
tonight.
yes, you are the G. I'm
Wanna
sorry.
bore.
but-
Yeah, I don't want to bore everyone with my voice.
Okay. Let's see. His Toastmaster Queen is I don't think she will be able to make it. She's on her mobile. Toastmaster Gilda. Would you be able to do the next one?
I will be happy to bore everybody.
Okay, so Toastmaster Gilda. Okay, I hope you can see the screen.
Yes.
Yeah, choose a letter other than the A.
D.
All
Letter
right.
D. Yeah.
D. You can't start a new chapter in your life if you keep rereading the last one. I repeat, you can't start a new chapter in your life if you keep rereading the last one. The virtual screen is all yours.
Can you remove the screen, please? Yeah. Okay. How true. I just spoke about something like that in the prepared speech. I had a life, the first 14 years of my life, that I consider were very sad, were vacant, I had low self-esteem because a few things happened to our family. And I kept that lid on my feelings and never spoke about them. But inside me, I was always dwelling on them, like dwelling on the past. But when I freed myself by delivering my first icebreaker at a Toastmaster meeting, and I showed the inside of me and revealed all my emotion, I went forward. After that, I was able to identify happiness, sadness, achievement, and speak about every emotion. And that's how people go, and how I went and still go forward. And that's how we should all go forward. Life comes with good and bad, past and future. Forward, looking forward is the best thing. Learn from the past, but don't dwell on it. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Gilda. Indeed, very beautifully said. So, Toastmaster Gilda, you may choose who you want to take up on your revenge.
Yes, that's true. Okay, I do choose our accountor, Diana.
I'm ready for the revenge.
Okay, Toastmaster Diana is very confident.
Let's hope so.
All right, can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right, choose your letter.
I will choose the first letter, which is F.
Okay. Even if you fall on your face, you are still moving forward. I repeat, even if you fall on your face, you are still moving forward.
Yes, as we speak earlier, in life, it's not everything's gonna be sunshine. Sometimes we have scary moments. Sometimes we have to overcome our fear. The main thing I like to do is fake it until you make it. It's not necessarily all the time we need to be sure what we are doing and where's our foot are, but the moment it's gonna go, the ease will be more, and it's gonna be easier every time we expect more and more tough situations in life. Also, you just said in a couple of those words that lead your heart. Sometimes we have every answer in our hearts and between our eyes, but a lot of distraction, we don't see it and we don't feel it, and we get overwhelmed with ourselves. If you keep calm and look inside ourselves, most of the answers and most of the true, really things that help us in life is within us, with what we experience. Every time we go through some tunnel, we have to have faith that there is light in the end of that tunnel. Back to you, Dylan.
That is well done, actually. You just served the revenge.
Thank you.
Now you may choose your next victim.
I will choose Hannah, our timer.
Okay, I accept the challenge.
Can anybody else time Hannah if it's possible? Toastmaster
I can.
Shaheela?
Oh,
Okay, is it okay if Toastmaster Shaheela does it?
Yes, no problem.
Okay. So Toastmaster Hannah, your temporary timer is Toastmaster Shaheela.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, choose your word.
I'd like to choose O, please. Letter O.
Okay, letter O. There's a difference between owning your choices and blaming yourself. I repeat, there's a difference between owning your choices and blaming yourself. The virtual screen is all yours.
Thank you. So, good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Looking at this quote, I think it's really meant for me because it reminded me of a time where I felt that heavy feeling of having to make my own choices and knowing when I actually made that choice by myself or whether it was a situation where I just went with the flow and ended up blaming myself at the end. There was a time where I was very confused after I graduated from high school, and I didn't know what to take for my next higher education. I decided to ask for an advice from the person who knows me the best, my parents. And after asking my parents, they encouraged me to go with something that I've always seen myself doing and gaining skills that I just was naturally able to practice on a day-to-day basis and how I can implement that in my education. And after looking at all the majors that I wanted, I was interested in history, social studies, geography, and I see myself fall into a place of this major called international relations. And once I decided that, oh, I think that'd be great to meet people from different parts of the world since I grew up in Qatar, even though I'm actually an expat here, and I eventually decided to go for that, where I felt I definitely somehow knew a little more about it than I do about other subjects. And it basically had everything that I've always liked all in one. And I've decided to take that, but it was a choice that was not actually made by me. And it was a lot that was impacted from how my parents view me as an individual and what I can implement in my future career. At first, I didn't realize that it was a choice that was not made solely by myself. Instead, way later in the second or third year, I start to feel that. And in that third or fourth year, I was taught to be more serious with what choices I make within the major. That's when we decided to either take a concentration that has to do with diplomacy or security and defense. In nature, I felt that I was always better in things to do with speaking diplomatically in a manner where I can slowly convince people through my words, whereas security and defense studies had more involvement with critical thinking and writing down an analysis about the security situation between two countries. Actually, in my personal opinion, I had no interest in security and defense. However, hearing that my dad insists I take diplomacy, I felt a little bit in control over everything that I wanted to do with my future. I felt a little rebellious at this age. And I decided to take the opposite of what he has suggested, and what I know by heart was something that was actually for me. I struggled a lot actually for the next 2 years, trying to finish off my university. However, I was able to identify that it was a choice that I made by myself, and I ended up not blaming myself. So that's something that I would take as a lesson, but also something I'm very proud of. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmasters Adeline.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hannah. I'm guessing this is your first table topics?
Actually, it's my third, but I'm still learning to maintain within the time.
All right, and I'm not worried about the time. It's just that I remember in the WhatsApp message you told this your first time. So I was just wondering if this is your first table topics.
Right. Sorry. I mean, this is my first time online. I've done this. This would be my third time actually for table topics. Yes.
Great.
Thank
Well
you.
done.
Thank you very much.
And this is how we have to persevere under pressure. When someone gives you a topic and you have no idea what to speak, you have to persevere because one day you're going to move forward past that point.
Absolutely.
So Toastmaster Hannah, you can start taking revenge on someone else. Maybe you thought you could hide behind the timer role. No.
Okay. Great. I'd like to pick Toastmasters Tariro. Toastmasters Tariro, are you there?
But I can't switch on my video. Is it?
Is it okay? Would you like to give a try to speak?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yay! Toastmaster Tariro is giving her chance. Yes. Okay. Could you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, pick your letter.
I'll go for the first R, please.
First R. All right. Those who move forward with a happy spirit will find that things always work out. I repeat. Those who move forward with a happy spirit will find that things always work out. The virtual screen is all yours.
Those who move forward with a happy spirit will find that things will always work out. I've always been a firm believer in being mindful of the energy that you keep, being mindful of what you can control whenever you're faced with different types of situations. I recently found myself in a place where I've been hit left, right, and center with my husband fighting for his life. But despite that challenge that I'm facing, I've come to a point where I understand that the only thing that I have in my control is how I choose to react in this season. It is the energy that I choose to carry to my husband's bedside every day when I go and visit him. I go there with a happy face. I greet all the security guards with a happy face. I greet all the nursing attendants with a happy face and a kick in my step. Because at the end of the day, I strongly believe that not only the faith and the prayers that I bring, but the energy, the contagious happiness that I bring will inadvertently connect to my husband, connect to his unconsciousness, connect to his energy, and remind him that there is so much worth fighting for. There is so much worth living for. It is important to understand that in a world where so much is outside your control, the only thing you can control is the energy that you keep. And therefore, the only thing that you can keep is your happiness. So don't allow anyone to take away your happiness. Move in your happiness, move in your energy, and remember that that happiness that you move with you will always result in things working out for the best. Over to you, Madam Tabletops Master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tariro. That was a wonderful energy that we would always like to have. So Toastmaster Tariro, you can choose your next victim around you. Toastmaster Tariro?
Oh, yes, I'm saying, may I know who hasn't spoken yet, but I see Trixie smiling, so I'm not so sure if Trixie has spoken yet.
I was the first one.
Okay. Let me see. DTM Grace, have you spoken?
No, I'm going to be talking a lot, so I'll give people a chance to call everyone first.
Okay, Madam Table Topic Sponsor, just help me with finding out who hasn't spoken yet.
Okay, we have Toastmaster Amina who has not spoken. Sorry, but I'll be a snitch this time. I'll be snitching everybody else. Is it okay with Toastmaster Amina to take up on the topic?
Yes, sure.
Okay, great. Toastmaster Tariro, your revenge is with Toastmaster Amina now.
Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Amina.
Okay, Toastmaster Amina. Let me share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll go with W.
W. You need to have faith in yourself. Be brave and take risks. You don't have it all to figure out to move forward. I repeat, you need to have faith in yourself. Be brave and take risks. You don't have to have it all to figure it out to move forward. It's a bit lengthy, but you can take your time to read it.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Shall I start?
Yes, sure.
So this quote actually is, I resonate with it very, very closely. I went through something in the year 2018 when the company that I was working for, the owner decided to sell when we were right at the peak of our success. And he wanted to move back to Canada. Unfortunately, the new owner of the company was someone who we had seen purchase other companies of our company owner, and we'd seen the way he treated his staff, and we weren't happy. So I had to take the big decision at the peak of my career. At that time, I would have, when I thought it was the peak of my career, that I decided to quit the job and pursue jobs in other companies. I was a mom who had taken a break for nearly 7-8 years and then gotten back to the job market. And I was doing really well, brought the company up within 4 years, and it was my baby. So it was a big risk I took by deciding to leave the company. I was very depressed for a year and a half. I thought I had made probably a mistake, but in my gut, I was sure that I can move forward. There is something better in store for me. And lo and behold, by 2020, I got an opportunity in Qatar Foundation through a simple message on WhatsApp asking for someone good at Excel. I replied to the post, and turns out it was a temporary position as a business analyst. I stepped into the company, proved my worth through my work, and eventually I continued. I have managed to secure myself a permanent position there, and it's now 3 years that I'm working in the same role. So I would very, very sincerely, share this quote with everyone, that you really don't have to worry about what happens. Just take the risk and move forward and persevere in life. So over to you, Table Topics Master. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amina. Indeed, that is definitely true. When we cannot see the future forward, we are very hesitant to take a step forward. So we are almost close, and it's fortunate for those who are not yet spoken and have started escaping, because there's only one last topic. So Toastmaster Amina, choose your last victim very wisely.
May I request our division director to take the spotlight?
Is Division A Director here?
If he is not available, then I would like to request Toastmaster Queen.
I think it's already time. It's already past for the table topics
I see.
timer.
Yeah, no worries. If that's the case, Lucky is very lucky to have escaped just from the shark's claws. All right, with that being said, it is a very wonderful table topic session. I was able to hear everybody's view on how we can move forward into a future. It was excellently done. And let's have a wonderful table topic session next time as well. So I sadly hand over my controls back to the Toastmaster of the day. Over to you, Toastmaster Shaheela.
Thank you, Toastmaster Adeline. Let us all give a big round of applause to our table topic master and the speakers. It was a wonderful session. Before we move on to our general evaluation, I will quickly recite this poem said by the great Martin Luther King. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. So let's move on to our third segment, which is the general evaluation. So we have another wonderful Toastmaster, DTM Grace Moran, District 116, former public relations manager. She brought her communication expertise to the forefront. Her second place victory in the 2019 District 97 International Speech Competition showcased her speaking skill, recognized as the most determined Toastmaster in District 97 for the year 2019 to 2020. Her unwavering commitment shone brightly. Additionally, she served as WST Qatar National Ambassador and contributed to empowering women through their volunteer work with the UN. So with a big round of applause, help me to welcome our general evaluator of today's meeting, DTM Grace Moran. The virtual screen is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, or rather of the evening. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. As the general evaluator for tonight's meeting, it is my pleasure to guide you on an evaluation journey that revolves around the inspiring theme of keep moving forward. So fasten your seatbelts, my fellow movers and shakers, as we embark on a quest for growth and progress. So let's kick off with a speech evaluation. Let's call our evaluator, Toastmaster Amy, to evaluate our speaker, Toastmaster Gilda.
Thank you, Grace and Madam General Evaluator. Today, I had the pleasure of evaluating Grace with her speech, Happened for the Best. The purpose of this speech was to present a well-organized speech, and that the speech could be of any topic or style that she chose, but it just needed to have content and style that would work well together. I feel very inadequate with my introduction because the introduction she presented for the Toastmaster of the Day was very well, and it led to her credibility that we should listen and pay attention to her. She stood, unlike me, during her speech, which allowed us to see her hand gestures and body language for the speech, and it was a good use of the virtual stage, so she was able to fill her entire Brady Bunch square. She did have some initial mic issues, but rather than acknowledging it, she got right to the speech and really jumped right in. So it just really shows that we've been handling Zoom and that she's used to speaking in this platform. The pauses in the beginning seem to just be a little bit long. I know we like to say, use your pauses, slow your speeches down, but it just seemed like at the beginning that we lost the direction that she was going in, but she recovered very quickly. It did not retract from her speech. And I think that she did very well recovering from that. Her storytelling is excellent. I actually felt like I was there with her during her moves and that how it affected her. And I think that it was great because it led a lot of background to her speech. She basically smiled, kept the speech going forward, and she actually gave us a great call to action at the end to keep it moving forward, regardless what moves forward, especially how it pertains to Toastmasters. And that call for our new Toastmasters to get up there and give their icebreaker speech, I think could really be applied to everybody to be able to work on their path and give that next speech. I know I'm guilty of not speaking as often as I should. So thank you, Gilda, so much for the opportunity to evaluate you for today. I have completed the paperwork and I will be emailing that to you later. Thank you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Amy. I just want to say that Toastmaster Amy offered insightful feedback to our inspiring speaker, Toastmaster Gilda. She highlighted her glowing strengths, unraveling the mystery of body language and storytelling, and given her the recommendation to enhance the speaker's speech. I just really want to add that Toastmasters Gilda demonstrated the spirit of keep moving forward in her delivery. She highlighted the importance of maintaining a forward-thinking mindset, even in challenging situations. Also, her dynamic leadership skills were evident throughout her speech. Congratulations. So let's give both our speaker and evaluator a round of applause. I didn't hear any sound from the members. And now a special shout out to our role players who brought the unique talents and skills to our meeting. So let's start with our timer to give us her report. Timer.
Thank you, Toastmasters Grace. Based on the table topic session, a lot of us were a little bit over time, including me. We've had Miss Tariro, who is actually qualified and made it to the first place, 1 minute, 35 seconds. Congratulations, Toastmasters Tariro. And we've had me, myself, I also did table topics for about 2 minutes, 40 seconds. And sorry, that's for our grammarian, Miss Amina, 2 minutes, 40 seconds. And for me, around 3 minutes, 40 seconds. So congratulations to Toastmasters Tariro, who is qualified for the table topics tonight. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hannah. Our timer Toastmaster Hannah, the guardian of time, ensured that our meeting flowed seamlessly and stayed on track. Apart from her part, she had an overtime. I would say that although that her dedication to precision and punctuality is a testament to her commitment for other people to keep moving forward by valuing everyone's time. It helped us maintain focus and momentum throughout the evening. So thank you. Now let's call our grammarian, Toastmaster Amina.
Thank you so much, respected General Evaluator. So overall, there has been great usage of words, vocabulary, and quotes. Our table topic session was filled with quotes, which I'm sure everybody is going to think about even after the meeting. Some of the good usage, good phrases that I captured during the speeches were put a lid on it, on a silver platter, vacancy in my soul, which I really loved. The lid was lifted from my soul. So these all were very visual. They actually helped us visualize the emotions that the speaker was going through. Another one was fake it until you make it. There was also some good words like inadvertently and retract. There was just one, just a couple of mistakes here and there in the grammar that could be due to, just quick speaking. It was one of them that I noted was as we speak earlier, the correct usage would be as we spoke earlier. And also we had a great poem mentioned by our Toastmaster of the Day by Martin Luther King, which was in line with the theme. Overall, a grammatically fantastic meeting. So that's it from my side. Thank you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, thank you, Toastmaster Amina, our grammarian. Our grammarian Toastmaster Amina, her introduction of the word of the day, persevere, and her keen ear for language added a touch of linguistic magic to her speeches. She truly embraced the theme of keep moving forward by encouraging us to expand our vocabulary and improve our communication skills. And of course, the last but not the least, let's call our counter Toastmaster Diana.
Yes, thank you. Well, today we rock and roll in our meeting, and I'm so happy to be with you today, all of you. I could write the minimum time of the meeting. I couldn't hear also, I couldn't hear and, none of those crunch words. Some of us had the pauses and the that's it in the whole meeting. So everybody was so good today. I'm so glad. I couldn't even encounter any of the and so and the big and all those, only the and the some of them in the meeting. That's the only thing I could encounter. Sorry, back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Diana. And Toastmaster Diana fulfilled her role effectively, noting instances of filler words and non-essential sounds during the meeting. Her report was clear and concise, providing valuable feedback for the speakers. Her attentive and diligence contributed to promoting polished communication. Well done to all our role players. So let's give them a round of applause. They've done a great job. Now, for table topics, the accelerating table topic segment, where we challenge ourselves to think on our feet and embrace the unknown. Tonight, our table topic speaker showcased incredible adaptability and resilience. They fearlessly stepped into the unknown, weaving tales and sharing insights with enthusiasm. Their ability to stay quick and keep moving forward, even in the face of uncertainty, serves as a reminder that growth lies just beyond our comfort zones. You are all amazing table topics respondent. Thank you. Isn't it back now for our installation of the committee before we do the further? Toastmaster of the day, before I'll continue with the rest of the aren't we supposed first to do the installation? Can we do that first before we continue, so that I could also do the evaluation, including the installation, and then come back to that?
Now we are going to have a special moment for the Athenians. Around here, however, we don't look backwards for very long. We Athenians keep moving forward, opening new doors and doing new things. Now it's for the oath taking and handover ceremony for the year 2023-2024. To conduct this session, we have another wonderful Toastmaster, DTM Sabeena MK, who is also our Program Quality Director for the year 2023 and 2024. Let us all bring a big round of applause to welcome DTM Sabeena MK. The virtual screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Shaheela Khan, respected Club President, DTM Grace, my dear friend, Vice President Education, Toastmaster Trixie, fellow members of Athena International Toastmasters. Very warm good evening, good morning to everyone.
Good evening.
How are you all? Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes, you are. Good evening.
Good evening to everyone. Now, it's a great pleasure to be the installation officer of Athena International Toastmasters. Would the outgoing officers please raise your hands? The current ExCom. At this time, you are discharged from all of your duties and responsibilities. Thank you so much for your excellent and exemplary leadership and service to this club, our own Athena International Toastmasters. Thank you. Now I'm here to install the new officers of Athena International Toastmasters. Now let me say the collective challenge of club officers is to make the club one of the best in Toastmasters International. This will involve helping the members achieve their goals as well as leading the club to President's Distinguished Club. I know this is by 30th of June 2024. But we Athenians aim for that by 31st of December 2023. President distinguished status. Are you ready for that? Yes. With the new officer team, please, Zoom Master, can you help me to spotlight the club officers? And I know you will have, I will hold a gavel on behalf of each one of you. See, I have this guy, and I request every club officers to hold your right hand on your heart here, left chest. Here, like this, yeah. Okay, we have still more club officers, right? Okay. Like this, you can hold, and I will hold the gavel for on behalf of everyone. All right. I will now describe the challenge and key responsibilities for each officer, beginning with the Sergeant at Arms. Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Shaheela Khan. As a Sergeant at Arms, you arrange the meeting venue, that's Zoom here, maintain club equipment in working order, ensure that adequate club supplies are available, set up the Zoom meeting before the meeting begins, make all relevant educational PR materials are displayed very well, attend the special equipment needs, and greet the guests, help the president to make sure the meeting begins on time. Toastmaster Shaheela Khan, will you perform these duties to the best of your abilities? You can say, yes, I will, yeah?
Yes, I do.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shaheela. Now, we will go to the treasurer, Toastmaster Lucy Maxwell. Lucy's here? Toastmaster, yes. Toastmaster Lucy, you will keep financial records and prepare the club budget. Announce when it's time for members to pay dues. Explain the due structure to members. Collect dues. Work with the secretary to ensure that the club submit dues promptly on time to Toastmasters International World Headquarters. Toastmaster Lucy Maxwell, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
Can I say something, Toastmaster Sabeena?
Yes.
I think Toastmaster Lucy will be the secretary.
Ah, sorry,
Yes.
I think I got it.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me please correct it. Toastmaster Lucy, Diana Abu Mahar. Diana is here, right? Yes.
Yes.
Diana, sorry, Lucy. Toastmaster Diana, will you perform the role of treasurer with your best ability?
Yes.
Thank you, Toastmaster Diana. Now I will go to Toastmaster Lucy. Sorry, Secretary Toastmaster Lucy. Toastmaster Lucy, will you perform the duties of secretary, which I will list now, maintain an accurate membership roster and attendance, submit the new club officer list to Toastmasters International by 30th June, work with the treasurer to ensure that new member applications and dues get to Toastmasters International World Headquarters as soon as possible, work with the treasurer to submit your club's renewal due to the Toastmasters International. Provide the club with the minutes of each meeting. Toastmaster Lucy, will you perform your duties to the best of your abilities?
Yes, I will.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lucy. Now we'll hear from our Vice President Public Relations, Toastmaster Amina Khanum. As the Vice President Public Relations, you attract visitors to the club through free publicity. Use variety of means to promote the club in the community and organization. Enlist your fellow club members in PR activities, providing them with promotional materials and ideas for inviting guests. Regularly recognize member achievements with methods such as announcement, newsletter, email, and articles that you submit for newsletter. Toastmaster Amina, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
I will.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amina. Now we'll hear from the Vice President membership. Vice President membership elect Toastmaster Trixie Lee Sandos. Toastmaster Trixie, as the Vice President membership, you lead the club's membership building efforts to achieve the membership goals of 8 new members. While the Vice President PR motivates people to visit your club, you motivate the current members to invite guests. Promptly give new member applications and dues to the secretary and treasurer. Personally greet guests and provide them with the guest packets, including a membership application. Make sure each guest hears about the benefits of Toastmasters and gets a personal invitation to become a member. Represent your club at area council meetings. Toastmaster Trixie, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
Thank you, Toastmaster Trixie. Now we'll hear from the Vice President Education of our club. Toastmaster Queen Willianawa. She's here. Queen is here. Hi, Queen.
Yeah.
Toastmaster Queen, your main responsibility is to gain commitments from members to set educational goals for themselves. Assure that club members are aware of the schedule of meeting roles, plan meetings that will assist members in meeting their goals, work with the club members to keep meetings fun and well run. Work with your members to ensure that they submit their applications for educational awards promptly. Provide for educational topics at club meetings such as those from Successful Club Series and Better Speaker Series. Represent your club at area council meetings. As the second highest ranking officer, preside over the meeting when the president is absent. Toastmaster Queen, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
Thank you, Toastmaster Queen. Now, as a president-elect, distinguished Toastmaster Amy Fischer. Amy's there, yes. Distinguished Toastmaster Amy, as the president of Athena International Toastmasters, you are the chief executive officer. Thus, you preside all club meetings and all meetings of the club executive committee. It's your challenge to see that this club adds new members and meets the needs of its current members to achieve their communication and leadership goals. Establish a club climate that is supportive, stimulating, and rewarding to its members. Realize that among the resources available to you are your fellow club members, club officer team, club officer's handbook, area director, division director, district officers, and all the other resources available online. To distinguished Toastmaster Amy Fischer, you hold the gavel as a symbol of the power and authority that your club has given to you during your term of office. I'm confident that you will use it wisely and with restraint. To distinguished Toastmaster Amy Fischer, as a member of Athena International Toastmasters, as well as its leader, will you work with your executive team and club members to make Athena International Toastmasters a president distinguished club this year?
Yes, it would be a pleasure.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Amy. Athena International Toastmasters members, now you may please raise your hands. Your officer team has just pledged to serve this club to the best of its ability. to be the best Toastmaster club possible and to meet the needs of all its members, your club will need active participation from each member. Do you as a members pledge to work together with your officer team to make Athena International Toastmasters the finest Toastmasters club it can possibly be?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we will. Yes, yes. Thank you. Congratulations to all the incoming installed club officers of Athena International Toastmasters. Let's hear a big round of applause for all the incoming members. You can unmute yourself and clap. Now, for the outgoing officers, once again, thank you so much. By the authority vested in me as the installation officer of this club, it's my sincere pleasure to declare these Toastmasters officers installed in their respective club officers. Once again, congratulations to each one of you. Now, I would invite the elected president, Toastmaster, Distinguished Toastmaster Amy Fischer, to give the acceptance speech for 2 minutes. Over to you, Distinguished Toastmaster Amy Fischer.
Thank you so much for the installation and for allowing me the opportunity to speak. When I was asked if I was interested in running for president, just as when Fauci first asked me if I was interested in joining the club, I said absolutely. I love the idea of the club, and I am so honored that I was asked to be president of the club, and I pledge to do my utmost best and bring all my resources and experience that I've had in Toastmasters to help us to have a very successful year. And I want to thank everyone in the club for their confidence in me and allowing me to serve the past year as your Sergeant at Arms and this year as your president. I think together we will grow the club and continue to grow it and have another year as President's Distinguished. I'm looking forward to it, and thank you all so very much. Thank you, and thank you so much.
Over to you, the Toastmaster of the. Shall I give my message before I wind up? Is that
Not
okay?
yet. Later, Sabeena.
Okay, all right. Zoom Master, you're there?
Toastmaster of the day, please take over.
Okay.
Thank you, DTM Sabeena. Now I call upon DTM Grace to continue with the general evaluation. The virtual screen is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day. Now let's shine a spotlight on a momentous occasion, the installation of a new executive committee with wands held high and a touch of ceremonial flair. Our program quality director, Sabeena, orchestrated the installation with finesse. It was a seamless transition of power as the torch was passed from the outgoing committee to the new wave of leaders, ensuring the continuity of a club's success. DTM Sabeena, District 116 Program Quality Director Extraordinaire, showcased her remarkable organizational skills and attention to detail as she's always known for. The installation ceremony was not just a mere formality, but a celebration of leadership and a demonstration of the commitment to excellence that our club stands for. With Toastmaster Amy as the president-elect leading the ExCom, we can be confident that our club's future is in capable hands, steering us towards new heights of achievement. Now, for overall evaluation at the start of the meeting, where the magic of camaraderie fills the air. Despite the smaller number of members in attendance tonight, the energy and enthusiasm were palpable as always. It's as if our club had a secret potion that brings people together. I hope you agree with me, creating an atmosphere of warmth and support. Even in a small group, the connections forged and the love to share with a testament to the strength of our Toastmasters family. While the quantity may have been few, the quality of learnings and interactions was abundant as always. It's like having a concentrated dose of knowledge and inspiration, with every member eager to share their insights and contribute to each other's growth. The power of our club lies not just in numbers, but in the passion and dedication of our members. Always bring their A game, regardless of the turnout. It's a reminder that true magic is not in the quantity, but in the quality of connections we build. While our meeting was filled with keeping forward moments, there are always areas where we can strive for improvement. Zoom Master, make sure to spotlight the speaker in table topics. We can only see Adeline in some parts. Also, some videos of our members are closed. We would like the full commitment of all the members during our meeting, like attending the physical meeting. You know, when we go to the physical meeting, we're there for 2 hours dedicating our time, right? It would be greatly appreciated if everyone could attend the physical meetings and actively participate. I mean, the virtual meeting. So let's ensure that our video presence reflects our true engagement and dedication to the club. Your active involvement is instrumental in creating a vibrant and supportive Toastmasters experience. Of course, we can have an exemption, you know, if sometimes you're doing something and you still want to be part of it, but but in most cases, like your video are closed and you're not participating, right? So it means you're not really there, right? You just want us to see that your video are there, but you're not participating. So if you're working or something else, like we could understand if from time to time you don't open it. I would also like to encourage our future VP and VPPR to work together and to ensure the flyer and agenda are in place and be posted at least a week in advance. Also for our future VPPR to advertise our event, not just on our Facebook page, but as well as in other Toastmasters pages. So the new VPPR, please do as well, like know the other Toastmasters pages and also share it every time we will post our flyer. So as our meeting draw to a close, let us reflect on the transformative power of keep moving forward. Let it serve as a constant reminder that in every speech, every role, and every meeting, we have the power to progress, evolve, and become the best version of ourselves. Toastmasters is not just a platform for personal and professional development. It is a guide of inspiration that reminds us to embrace change and continually evolve. Before I hand it over to the Toastmaster of the day, I would like to encourage everyone, each and every one of you, to carry the spirit of keep moving forward with you. Let it guide your journey in Toastmasters and beyond. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth and never lose sight of the incredible potential within. Back to you, Toastmasters of the day.
Thank you, DTM Grace. Let us give a big round of applause to our General Evaluator, DTM Grace. Now, I would like to call upon to the virtual screen our Division A Director, DTM Sherwin. The virtual screen is yours.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Shaheela. Okay. Distinguished ladies, first, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude for the warm invitation to address this kind of gathering, exclusive ladies gathering. It is really an honor to be here with you, such remarkable women who are dedicated to empowering and inspiring others through this wonderful platform, the Toastmasters. As a male division director, I am awe of this incredible achievement made by women in various fields, particularly this Athena International Toastmasters. I really have high regard for you ladies in your leadership skills because you put your heart into it. That being said, for every success of a man, there's a woman behind it, right? And that is the reason I always have women in my team, both in my corporate experience and in Toastmasters. I really do. Because as my experience and my success stories in Toastmasters, when I was a club president, my BPE was Toastmaster Joanna, who happens to be your member of Athena and the incumbent area for director. my term as Area 25 Director, I have Toastmasters Trixie as my area program quality. And we made significant success in my area. And a lot of ladies emerged as leaders in the division. In my current team now, I have Toastmaster Punam, who happens to be a member of Athena. Of course, Trixie, Dory, and among others. A lot of ladies, almost half of the Execom in Division A now are ladies. And to mention, I am certain with, of course, our Program Quality Director, DTM Sabeena, and Club Growth Director, DTM Mangay, the term of District Director Rabi can be claimed as Medley Distinguished District next year. Because there are women beside and behind him. Each one of you embodies strength and power to create a positive change. I am with you in your journey to empower women. So let us remember the power of empathy. And this empathy allows us to understand, relate, and connect with others on a deeper level by actively listening and acknowledging the challenges others face. We can create an environment where women feel heard, valued, and encouraged. I hope my wife is listening. The Toastmasters offers a platform where individuals can develop their public speaking, leadership, and interpersonal skills. So let us, all of us, the Toastmasters, extend this platform to women from all walks of life, especially those who may have felt marginalized or overlooked. We can pave way for greater gender equality and diversity in the leadership roles for women. Because I believe it is in empowering others that we find our true strength, and I may say purpose. Because I myself, it feels satisfying and fulfilled noticing that someone I invited to join Toastmaster improved personally and professionally. And of course, congratulations to the new leaders of Athena Toastmasters Club. Please continue to empower one another and create this culture where every woman's voice is heard, valued, and may say celebrated through this platform. So congratulations, and I wish all the best. And may your journey as leaders and communicators be filled with inspiration, growth, and endless possibilities. And this, I am looking forward to having another Power Ladies Club in Division A this coming term. All right. So once again, thank you for having me here in this wonderful group, exclusive group. And back to you, Madam Toastmasters of the Day.
Let us give a big round of applause to our Division A Director, Toastmaster Sherwin. And now I would like to call upon our Program Quality Director, DTM Sabeena MK. The virtual screen is yours.
Thank you once again, Division A Director-elect, my dear friend, Toastmaster Sherwin, my dear friend, Club President, Distinguished Toastmaster Grace, members, warm good evening, everyone, once again. Eid Mubarak to all of you. We are celebrating in Middle East, Qatar, Eid tomorrow. What a special evening this evening. I was texting to Trixie and my dear friend Grace. I will be a little late because we are fasting today and breaking the fast for the time when we start the meeting. Beautiful evening. Congratulations to all members of Athena International Toastmasters. When I see this beautiful smile on your face, I remember this one quote: let's rise stronger to lift others. Athena is one of the most promising clubs in District 116, which is very close to my heart. Do you know what the reason? This club was chartered when I was a division director with the help of my dear friend Grace and my mentor Didi, my sister DTM Vicky. When I was a division director, this club chartered under Division E, and that special love, affection I always have towards the members and this club. In Toastmasters, heartbeat and pulse are our members. Let's always start with our heart to make a difference. Who else than we women can do that? It's very easy when we understand the role of head, heart, and hands in leadership. Courage, care, optimism, self-control, communication are the 5 essential qualities for a good leader. Team dynamics is the invisible and invincible force that work between members of a team. People who are connected has high happiness, we know that. That's why members of Athena International from different parts of the world connected through this Zoom platform. What a beautiful way of connecting, smiling each other. Let's develop connection with others and maintain the good relationship. I remember even my Didi, when she came visited during the DTAG this year, she always remind me also, a leader is successful when the followers are empowered. That's what exactly I see here in Athena Toastmasters Club. A leader is the one who walks away when the followers have emerged as leaders. A mere presence or name is more than enough. A leader is one who joined the team when needed. A leader led the people to come forward and take all credits of victory and will come forward to take the pain in challenges. This is the promise of a leader with a purpose. Remember the type of leader which you are going to be. I urge all of you to be in this journey to realize the power of the leader and communicator within you to rise stronger, to lift others better. I know whenever I attend a club meeting, I see myself a better person. Don't you also see so? Do you see so a better person? After every meeting, I could see that at least 107 times last year because I visited at least 107 club meetings last year. You know, my dear friends, my kind advice to all of you who are new to Toastmasters or are still continuing this journey is never give up. Say loud, I request everyone, never give up.
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 Never give up. We women need to remember this quite often. It's our perseverance and consistency pay back to show our commitment and hard work. Indeed, the result will be visible and glorious to rise stronger. You will see a better person you, a better you who is able to communicate better than before, clearer than before, and who is capable to make a challenge or change in others to help them to rise stronger. Isn't that we all look forward? All the very best to all members of Athena International Toastmasters. This is my message. Let me wind up by quoting, never give up. Please help to tell the same again aloud. Never give up.
Never give up.
Over to you.
Let us give a big round of applause to our DTM Sabeena. Now I hand over the control to our president, DTM Grace Moran. The virtual screen is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of today. As my term as the president of this club comes to an end, I find myself reflecting on the journey we have shared, the growth we have experienced together. And there's something important I wish to express before I bid my farewell. I can't just go without saying this. Throughout my time as one of the founding members of Athena, I have poured my heart into this club, striving to create an environment where members can flourish, achieve their goals, and empower each other. However, it is with a hint of regret that I acknowledge the limitations that personal circumstances have placed upon me during my term. There were times when I truly yearned to give more, to be present at every meeting and event and champion Athena. But family matters demanded my attention and energy. Please note that my absence was not a reflection of my dedication or commitment to this club, because you've seen me how committed I was and dedicated when I was the district PRM of District 116. If anything, it was a testament to the deep-rooted passion I hold for Toastmasters and the belief in the transformative power it holds. Though my physical presence may have been limited at times, my spirit and support have always been with you. As one of the founders of this club, I feel a deep sense of pride and ownership in its growth and success in spite of challenges. I believe in the potential that each and every one of you possesses, and I am grateful to have played a part in the establishment of this community. Even as I step down from my role as president, please know that I will continue to support Athena. To the incoming leadership team and all the dedicated members, I urge you to embrace the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. Together, you possess the knowledge, skills, and drive, or rather we do, to take this club to new heights. As I pass the torch of baton, I do so with the utmost confidence in your abilities. Fellow Toastmasters, my time as president may have come to an end, but my journey with you will never truly cease. I will always be a supporter, whether it is offering guidance, providing feedback, or lending a helping hand. I will be there to support you in any way I can. Despite the challenges I'm facing right now, I will not leave the club. I will be part of the ExCom as the past president when the next Toastmasters year begins. Thank you for your understanding, the personal circumstances that have influenced my level of involvement. Your understanding and unwavering support meant a lot to me. Thank you. May Athena continue to strive and inspire individuals to discover their voices, embrace their unique stories, and unlock their true potential. With your passion, dedication, and commitment, I have no doubt that this club will continue to flourish and make a profound impact on the lives of its members and other members. Once again, I extend my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you. Also, I want to express my gratitude to Toastmasters International for providing a platform that empowers individuals to become effective communicators and leaders like you people. The Toastmasters program has been instrumental in shaping countless lives, including mine. It is a beacon of personal growth and empowerment, and I am grateful to be part of this global community. So I'd like to say thank you once again for being an integral part of my Toastmaster journey and for allowing me to serve as your president. Farewell, but not goodbye. So now it's time to call our president-elect Toastmaster Amy. Athena is all yours. So give your best shot, Toastmaster Amy.
Thank you, Grace. I'm looking forward, as I said earlier, to serving this year, and I will do my best to be here for every meeting. Thankfully, they're while I'm at work, so I shouldn't be missing any, though I may be muted. But I hope to do at least half a good job as Grace has done. This club has really prospered this year, and I really look forward to doing it. I was not aware of speaking a second time, so I have nothing prepared, but thank you all very much. And please, if there's anything that you need that I am not doing, feel free to speak up. I'd rather know where I need to develop, because you don't know what you don't know till someone tells you. And back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
I think the Toastmaster of the
Back.
day has already
Yes.
handed over. That was the last of it, I guess. So it's the new president-elect now who's supposed to take over, and maybe we can ask some feedback. Amy, we can ask our usual feedback at the last of it. So it's your turn now at the end of the meeting. It's gonna be your call.
What am I supposed to be doing at the end of the meeting?
Maybe we can ask some feedback for the from the guests, from the members, or we have some guests here. So we have Tariro here, I think, as a new member.
I'm on my phone, so I can barely see who's actually here.
Oh.
So my apologies.
Oh, no problem, no problem. So we can ask just like feedback, and then you know, from everyone, from the whole thing, from the ending of the Toastmasters term and the upcoming Toastmasters term. And I hope that everyone is excited as I am and looking forward to it. So let's hear from our members and how you feel about the term and the upcoming term. How do you feel about it? And let's have some feedback.
I'll start. I'm having a great end of the term. I'm actually going to be an area director again for the 4th or 5th time, I forget. So I've held every position in Toastmasters, including the Quattro. So this is exciting to go back and serve. And I'm actually getting to be the area director for the person who was my district director when I was program quality director, public relations manager for the 2nd time. And she was my club growth director when I was district director. So this year is going to be a fun year, because not only am I getting to serve a district that I love, but I'm also getting to serve a club as its president that I'm very honored to be a part of. So I'm looking forward to being a success in both areas.
Thank you so much. Anything else, Toastmaster Hannah? Would you like to say something? It's your first time to be here, and you had really done a great job as a timer as well. So I understand that it's not the first time, but you wasn't clear of what you're gonna do or something. But welcome to Athena. We would like to welcome our 10 new members who just joined us recently.
Thank you, Toastmasters Grace. It was really fun. And for me, I'm really excited because I've never done Toastmasters like the online meeting. And I got to explore how the timer role works for the online meeting. It didn't occur to me actually until the last minute today. Like I had to have some kind of sign at least, and I immediately just jumped in and asked for suggestion. And thank you so much for everyone who helped me with the role today. I hope to get better, and I really look forward because for me, it's really empowering to be surrounded by many different Toastmasters, ladies from all over the world, and being able to just participate. It's really an honor. So thank you so much. I look forward to our next meeting.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hannah. I'm really glad that we are joined by really great speakers. I could already tell the energy of the speakers, and you guys are really doing well. And I'd like to call on another new member, Toastmaster Tariro, if you can possibly speak.
Thank you very much, DTM Grace. I wasn't in for the first 30 minutes. I had a very important family engagement to tend to. But in the time that I was here for the meeting, I loved the table topic session. I loved how in the title, she wrote down a word forward, and each person had to pick a letter and not necessarily a number. Most times I see numbers and people have to pick a number, but she laid it out in a word and people had to pick a particular letter. I loved how the rest of the meeting flowed as well. It was quite engaging. I've heard a lot about this club, and I definitely look forward to the term. It's unfortunate, but at the same time also fortunate. It's unfortunate that distinguished Toastmaster Grace, you are stepping down, but I would have loved to have been a member in your era. But I'm also looking forward to the incoming president and the incoming executive committee to grow and learn in this club as a whole. I look forward, I love the energy, I love the members. I see a lot of women. I'm definitely all for it. I love the energy, and I look forward to growing as a member and growing as a leader, not just in this particular club, but in my journey as a Toastmaster. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Terero. And I'm still going to be part of the EXCOM as a past president. So yes, I would still be here. I hope, in the future, you will take some leadership roles as well and be part of it. Sometimes we don't have to be a leader or to be part of the EXCOM. If you have some great ideas, we in Athenians are more than happy to welcome new ideas from the members. So did I call everyone else? So Gilda, you want to say something? Toastmaster Gilda?
Oh, you want me to say something?
Yeah, whatever.
About that VP Education or VP PR who works very hard. I'm sure Adlin would like to say something. But I will say something. I really enjoyed my responsibility this past term. It was the most difficult term, but we achieved the most. And that what makes it very encouraging and beautiful. I really enjoy our meetings. I love to be a member at Athena, and I'll always be a member at this club. And I'll support anybody needs any help or anything. Even nothing, just a chat. Just send me a message and I'll chat with you. Back to you, President.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Gilda. Now, of course, we were not going to close this meeting without hearing from the important role players or EXCOM of Athena Club, and would like to call Trixie. Trixie, don't close your video yet because you're just about to speak, and I would like you to say something because your goodbye message to the group. And you've done well, Trixie. So thank you so much for your effort, and also joining us even though you're on holiday in the beautiful Ireland, and yet there you are joining us tonight for the last meeting for this term.
Yes, it's this what we call commitment. And I just want to let you guys know that it's been a pleasure being your Vice President for Education, and I'm excited to my new role as the Vice President for Membership. Also, for those who are new in Athena Toastmasters Club, I just want to welcome you all, and rest assured that you will learn a lot. We will be mentoring you. We'll be sharing a lot of ideas to each other, just the same as I learned a lot when I started with Athena, having DTM Grace as my mentor, DTM Vicky as well. And so I would like to share this to everyone to inspire you all to keep on joining, keep on trying, and we will all make it all together.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Trixie. And of course, to our competitor of DTAC competitor, Adeline, who had done a great job as well as our VPPR. We're definitely gonna miss you, Adeline. You've done a great job. I think you've been with us, same with us, who been a VPPR for 2 terms. And you had taken that responsibility and you've dedicated your time. And at the same time, you compete on behalf of Athena. So thank you for that, Adeline. So the virtual stage is yours to say your last piece before you leave as a VPPR.
Thank you so much, DTM Grace. I should actually thank DTM Vicky first to push me into the VPPR role at the beginning. So I'm into the Athena Club. So I had no experience with the online club, and I was very hesitant to talk to people who are above my age. I was thinking, oh, what if I was childish? What if my energy doesn't match everybody? What if people think I'm so kiddish? So that broke apart really quickly when I found, okay, there are people who have their inside child. They are still having that same energy and enthusiasm as you are. You're completely fine. And that motivated me to take up on the VPPR role. I would love to continue the next year, but unfortunately, I'm leaving for my master's. And being in master's and this is a very highly committed role. VPPR is like the face of the club. You need to have that particular commitment. So I know if I am not committed enough, I know that the club will not be able to move forward. That's why I wanted to give the responsibility to the next person who will be, I'm very sure Toastmaster Amina she's already doing a great job. I can see her in WhatsApp group, she's doing wonderful job. I'm sure she'll be the great VPPR of our club. And for the club, it is wonderful experience, not just because I got the XCOM role, but in terms of speaking, I had lots of mentors. Some were silent mentors because sometimes I would often see some speakers and be like, how are they doing it? How are they able to speak? And so much of knowledge, confidence, everything, and everybody was supporting me at the same time. That just is a very wonderful experience. That's why I'm not leaving the club. I've just stepped down from the VPPR role, but I'm continuing as a member because this is a great learning experience. Trust me, once you're in Athena, it's a big mistake to step out of Athena. Trust me about that. Thank you so much, DTM Grace, for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Adeline, and we wish you good luck. And thank you for staying with Athena, even though you're moving or you're going to go somewhere to further your studies. And thank you for your dedication and loyalty for Athena. So, okay, I think I've covered everyone. I just want to say on behalf of DTM Vicky Ferrer, our past president and one of the founders of Athena International Toastmasters Club, who couldn't make it here tonight, and she really wanted to join tonight for the last term's meeting, but she is not well because of the COVID, and whatever it is, it's just like taking some time, but her heart is with us as we're having this meeting. So she just want to say thank you to all of you who's been part of Athena International Toastmasters Club. So I guess this is for this evening. If no one else would like to speak, then we will close this meeting. Thank you, Lucy, for joining us as well. And looking forward to having you next term as is it the secretary or the treasurer?
Secretary.
Lucy, secretary. Yes.
Secretary, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, and just quickly, I know, Grace, you thank you so much for everything you do and you have done, and everybody who has served this last term. I think we are all here because of the amazing work that you all have done and keep doing. So thank you for that. And as part of your speech, you said, please forgive me if my personal responsibilities didn't allow me to be as involved as I wanted to be. Well, I can tell that I didn't notice. So, because, you were always great and given as much as you are always committed yourself to do. So thank you. And all of you have been an inspiration for me to take a role and step up. And I just hope that I can do as minimum as all you did, because you all did a lot. So looking forward to a great year, a great term, and thanks again for the consideration and for pushing me to do more and do better. Looking forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lucy. I've almost forgotten about this. My big apologies. A big round of applause to our Toastmaster of the day. We've done a great job tonight, and also connecting with members, sending them messages and being active. Thank you so much, Shaheela. You've done so well tonight. And this is your first time, isn't it, to be the Toastmaster of the day for Athena International Toastmasters Club. Thank you.
No, I think I have done before.
Oh, did you?
Yes, thank you so much, Athena, because during my hard times, Athena only helped me to come out. So I'm not going to forget that. I'm always grateful for Athena Toastmasters Club and Toastmaster Fauzi. I have to remind her for bringing me to Athena, DTM Grace, Toastmaster Trixie, Toastmaster Gilda, Toastmaster Amy, Toastmaster Evelyn, everyone, Toastmaster Amina. I'm always grateful for all of you, even though we are in another country. I'm always there to support Athena to the fullest and to the maximum. Thank you so much for everything, DTM Grace.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shaheela. And I just like, a parting word, I just want to say that, it's not only like within the club, but in case you need someone to talk to or whatever it is, that whether it's outside the club that you'd like to talk to, we're here to listen to you. You can call any one of our ExCom or me personally, and I'll be happy to hear you. So thank you once again, and have a good night, everyone. Oh, by the way, Toastmaster Adeline, who is in charge of the new, has it been turned over yet for the new?
Okay. Yes. During the election, we discussed. So we have 3 people handing over the Zoom account and the Google account. So it's very good. Toastmaster Gilda actually told it's very good in case 2 people of us are not there, at least 1 is there. So they are Toastmaster Gilda, Toastmaster Trixie, and Toastmaster Amina. So the 3 of them will be handling the Zoom account and the Google. However, they are wishing to rotate. It's okay. I've sent to all 3 of them the responsibilities.
All right. Thank you so much, and look forward to the next Toastmaster year, which is like starting in July 1. All the best to the new ExCom of Athena International Toastmasters Club. Have a good night, everyone.
Can I just request
go ahead. Yeah. Oh, Amina, Toastmaster Amina. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I just wanted to request all the ExCom members to please share their photos and full names on the group so that we can produce the ExCom flyer.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Nothing. Goodbye. Good night. Good night.